Standard Time has the ability to put in holidays where employees would ordinarily not work. And whether those are company or federal holidays, you can put those into the system and block out those days so that employees know which days they are in the timesheet, and when they take time off for vacation, it would skip those days because they don't have to work those days. A good example might be Christmas or New Year's, where the company gives those holidays off. Employees are not required to work on those days. And so if they were to take time off around those days, Standard Time would skip them. And so you would not have to take special vacation days for them. So let's take a look at how that's set up. Before we do, you'll notice first of all that there is a peach-colored column here in the timesheet on this particular week, and that signifies one of those holidays. So that's a special day, and you'll notice that there are no hours under that day. Now I could work on that day and put project hours under it, but it just shades it in a special color so I know that that day is one day that I don't normally have to work. So if you look at the daily totals down at the bottom here, you see on that particular day I didn't put any hours in because that was a holiday. I didn't have to. So my weekly hours are a little bit short on that. Now some companies will set up a special project for those holidays, so employees will type their 8 hours for that day. Even though they don't actually work, they'll type the 8 hours in so that the weekly totals do still come out to 40 hours, or an 80-hour pay period for 2 weeks. So that is something you still can do, but that's kind of the meaning of this shaded column here, the shaded cells. Let's take a look at how you put in holidays. You can go to the Tools menu and choose Holidays. And here you see a series of holidays that we've put into the system. Again, these are days that you would give employees off: Christmas, Christmas Eve, New Year's, Independence Day, so on. Another thing you can do is put them out into the future. So if the days change, or your holidays change out into the future, you can set those up ahead of time and then not have to worry about them. But if the days don't change, then they could be put under the every year section here. All you have to do is give it a name, tell it the month and the day, and then optionally the year, or if it's every year. You can also assign it to users, so certain users would see different sets of holidays. If you have offices in different countries, that is one way to handle the different federal holidays for those countries. You can also set it up so that the time off does not skip that. We normally would want to skip those holidays because you don't have to take the time off. For instance, Christmas Eve, you would not naturally take a vacation day for those days. So let's take a look at how time off skips those days. If I go up to the Insert menu and choose New Time Off Request, and then in this case we're going to take vacation. I can give it a description if I like, but I'm going to choose a beginning date. So right around Christmas, okay, we're going to take the week of Christmas off. Alright, I'm going to pick this. I'm going to pick the last day of the week for the end of the vacation. Now you notice this is actually only 3 days, or 24 hours. It's not a full 40, because you're getting Christmas Day and Christmas Eve off normally. So this skips over those days. So Standard Time will skip holidays when you enter your time off request. You've probably noticed that you can put in your time off request right in the timesheet. Simply type your hours in and it will add it to the timesheet. You'll see it show up in the timesheet as well. But I just wanted you to see the holiday handling here and how time off requests work with that.